Adventure motorcycles occupy a fascinating place in the riding world. They are machines built to traverse paved highways, gravel roads, mountain passes, and deserts, carrying their riders far beyond the limits of ordinary travel. But with this ambition often comes complexity, layers of electronic systems, towering weight figures, and price tags that rival small cars. Amid this arms race, Yamaha's Ténéré 700 has stood out as a refreshing alternative, a motorcycle that delivers freedom without unnecessary complication. For 2025, Yamaha has reimagined the Ténéré 700 with updates that respect its roots while sharpening its capabilities. It remains simple, approachable, and trustworthy, but now benefits from refinements in suspension, ergonomics, electronics, and durability. The changes are evolutionary rather than revolutionary, keeping the bike relevant while preserving the essence that made it beloved by riders around the globe. A motorcycle that captures the essence of travel. The name Ténéré has long been synonymous with desert adventure, harking back to Yamaha's rally history in Africa. The modern T7 captures that legacy by offering a motorcycle that encourages exploration without intimidation. Its formula has always been straightforward: a reliable twin-cylinder engine, a balanced chassis, and enough off-road ability to tackle real trails without giving up road comfort. The 2025 model builds on this foundation. Yamaha hasn't tried to reinvent what already worked. Instead, it focused on solving the small issues that riders encountered on long journeys: bottoming suspension, awkward ergonomics, and a few fragile mounting points, while gently introducing technology to meet modern expectations. Subtle electronics that don't overwhelm. Adventure motorcycles are increasingly defined by their electronic packages. Multi-level traction control, cornering ABS, dynamic suspension, and dozens of customizable modes dominate the spec sheets. For some riders, these systems add confidence. For others, they create barriers between rider and machine. The Ténéré 700 takes a middle path. For 2025, Yamaha has introduced a ride-by-wire throttle system, enabling the addition of traction control and two simple ride modes: Sport and Explore. Sport mode offers sharper throttle response for spirited road riding, while Explore mode tempers delivery for loose surfaces or long days on rough tracks. Importantly, these systems are optional in practice. Traction control can be disabled at the push of a button, and the bike never feels dominated by electronics. This keeps the T7's character intact, mechanical, honest, and connected, while offering just enough safety net for modern riders. A new 6.3-inch TFT display ties it all together. Brighter and more legible than its predecessor, it brings clarity without clutter. The cockpit feels modern yet simple, echoing the bike's overall philosophy. Suspension that meets real-world demands. The suspension is where Yamaha has made some of its most meaningful updates. Earlier models performed well under average conditions, but showed their limits during aggressive off-road use. Riders carrying luggage, tackling rocky trails, or riding at higher speeds sometimes found a suspension bottoming out. The 2025 version addresses this with reworked KYB forks and shock. Internal changes improve damping, bottoming resistance, and adjustability. The result is a motorcycle that feels more planted in tough terrain while retaining its comfort on the road. This change makes the Ténéré more versatile. It can now handle bigger hits without unsettling the rider, giving greater confidence when trails get rough. For long-distance travelers who encounter everything from highway stretches to remote tracks, this balance is invaluable. Ergonomics designed for the journey. Riders often underestimate how small ergonomic details affect long-distance comfort. Yamaha clearly paid attention to this when refining the 2025 model. The fuel tank has been repositioned lower and slightly forward, dropping the center of gravity. This subtle change improves balance during technical maneuvers, making the bike feel more manageable when threading through rocks, sand, or city traffic. The clutch cover has been reshaped, moving the actuator to prevent riders from catching their boots, an annoyance reported on earlier versions. Larger rally-style foot pegs are now standard, providing a broader and grippier platform for riders who spend hours standing in off-road conditions. These updates reflect real-world experience, where comfort and control directly impact endurance. Hardware strengthened for true adventure. Adventure riders often ride far from service stations and workshops. A broken component can mean the difference between continuing the journey or being stranded. Yamaha has made durability upgrades to address this reality. The sidestand mount has been raised by 15 millimeters to reduce the risk of damage from obstacles. The muffler mount has also been reinforced to better survive falls. These improvements might seem minor, but they speak directly to the needs of riders who travel through unpredictable terrain. In the adventure world, small reinforcements can equal big peace of mind. Performance, a trusted heartbeat. At the center of the Ténéré 700 is Yamaha's tried-and-true CP2 parallel twin engine. For 2025, its character remains unchanged, and that's a good thing. On Cycle World's dyno, it delivered 61.2 horsepower at 9,190 RPM and 42.6 lb-ft of torque at 6,450 RPM. Those numbers may not shock on paper, but they're perfectly suited for adventure. The CP2's broad, linear power band makes it friendly off-road, where smooth torque matters more than peak horsepower. On highways, it cruises comfortably at speed, with enough reserve power for overtakes. Its reputation for durability adds confidence for riders who plan to cross continents. Thanks to the new ride-by-wire system, throttle feel is smoother, but the engine's lively, engaging character remains intact. It is an engine that feels equally at home, winding through mountain passes or chugging along dirt trails. Road and off-road harmony. One of the Ténéré 700's defining traits is its ability to straddle road and off-road rolls. Too often, adventure bikes lean heavily toward one side, excelling on pavement but struggling in dirt, or vice versa. The T7 walks the line gracefully. On pavement, its balanced chassis, moderate weight, and playful handling make it enjoyable in corners. It's not intimidating to ride through city streets or fun mountain roads. On dirt, the lowered fuel tank, improved suspension, and larger foot pegs make it more capable than ever. Riders can stand confidently, control the bike on rough ground, and tackle trails that many larger adventure bikes would shy away from. Trade-offs and realities. Like any motorcycle, the Ténéré 700 involves compromises. Hardcore off-road riders may still find the suspension reaching its limits under extreme use. Purists may lament the addition of electronics, fearing a step away from simplicity. And compared to larger adventure bikes, long-distance highway touring lacks some of the plushness or outright speed.